Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams, and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the UN World Geospatial International Congress, stresses upon the need for an institutional approach by the international community to help each other during a crisis. Healthcare facilities worth 1,275 crore rupees to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi in Ahmedabad today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Sri Mahakal Lok Temple Complex at Mahakaleshwar Temple in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh this evening. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar lauds the country's healthcare system as the most affordable in the world. India to set up fast-track mechanism to resolve issues faced by Indian investors in the UAE. Last rites of Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav to be performed at Saifai in Uttar Pradesh this afternoon. Senior political leaders to attend. IMD issues yellow alert for Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and East Uttar Pradesh for the next 2 to 3 days. FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 kicks off in Bhubaneswar this evening. India to play against USA in the inaugural match. And in cricket, India win the toss and choose to field against South Africa in the third ODI in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today emphasized that there is a need for an institutional approach by the international community to help each other during a crisis. He said the COVID-19 pandemic should have been a wake-up call for the world in taking everyone along. Mr. Modi said global organizations like the United Nations can lead the way in taking resources to the last mile in every region. The Prime Minister said hand-holding and technology transfer are also crucial in fighting climate change. He suggested that best practices may be shared for saving our planet.
India's development journey, two pillars are technology and talent. Technology brings transformation. India is the world's #1 in real-time digital payments. If you venture out, you will see even the smallest vendors even prefer digital payments. Similarly, it was through technology that we helped the poor during COVID-19.
Addressing the United Nations World Geospatial International Congress via video message, Mr. Modi said India is a young nation with great innovative spirit. Welcoming international delegates assembled in Hyderabad, the Prime Minister said the city is known for its culture and cuisine, its hospitality and high-tech vision. Underlining the theme of the conference, Geo-enabling the global village, no one should be left behind, the Prime Minister said India has been working on a vision of Antyodaya, which means empowering the last person at the last mile in a mission mode.
It is the vision that has guided us in last mile empowerment at a massive scale, banking 450 million unbanked people, a population greater than that of the USA, ensuring 135 million uninsured people, about twice the population of France, taking sanitation facilities to 110 million families and tap water connection to over 60 million families. India is ensuring no one is left behind.
The Prime Minister highlighted the role of geospatial technology in driving inclusion and progress. He said the PM Gati Shakti Master Plan is being powered by geospatial technology, as is the Digital Ocean platform. He added that geospatial data have now been democratized.
Our ambitious PM Gati Shakti Master Plan is building multimodal infrastructure. It is being powered by geospatial technology. Our Digital Ocean platform is using geospatial technology for management of our oceans. This is crucial for our environment and marine ecosystem. India has already set an example in sharing the benefits of geospatial technology.
The second United Nations World Geospatial Information Congress is being held in Hyderabad till October the 14th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Gujarat has taken a leap in development in the last 20 years. The Prime Minister said with the development of Gujarat's sea coast and ports, wide opportunities have been opened for the state in the field of trade and logistics. He asked people to leverage the opportunities to take the state to new heights of development. Addressing a rally at Jamkandorna in Rajkot, Prime Minister said the number of engineering colleges was substantially increased from 26 to 130 in the past 20 years. PM said the longest coastline of Gujarat was seen as a burden 20 years before, but his government harnessed the abundant potential of the coastline. The development of ports, connectivity, ro-ro ferry offered geographical linkages along with social integration, he said. He further added that in the last 8 years, the government has ensured stability in the law and order situation of the state and worked in the agriculture sector by taking Narmada waters to the fields.
Prime Minister will be in Ahmedabad to dedicate and lay the foundation stone of various healthcare facilities worth 1,275 crore rupees in Civil Hospital, Asarwa, Ahmedabad. This includes dedication of new and improved facilities for cardiac care and a new hostel building in UN Mehta Institute of Cardiology and Research Center, new hospital building of the Institute of Kidney Diseases and Research Center, and new building of Gujarat Cancer and Research Institute. The Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of a shelter home to accommodate families of poor patients. In Madhya Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Mahakal Lok in Ujjain today. The Prime Minister will also address a public meeting in Ujjain. A report from a correspondent.
Along with Ujjain, the entire Madhya Pradesh is engrossed in the devotion of Lord Shiva today. There is an atmosphere of happiness and gaiety in the entire state regarding the inauguration of Mahakal Lok. All the major temples of the state are beautifully decorated. Bhajans of Lord Shankar are being chanted, bhandaras are also being organized in various places. As the evening approaches, the entire state will illuminate with the earthen lamps and colorful lights. Elaborate arrangements have also been made for the Maha Aarti on the banks of holy Shipta river at Ujjain. After the inauguration of Mahakal Lok, devotees get an opportunity to know the various forms of Lord Shiva and the stories associated with him. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Ujjain.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the Indian civil aviation sector for not only hitting the 4 lakh daily passengers mark, but also achieving the highest ever numbers since pre-COVID-19 era. Quoting a tweet by the Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia, the Prime Minister said it is a good sign and the government's focus is to further improve connectivity across India, which is important for improving ease of living and economic progress. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has lauded the country's healthcare system as the most affordable in the world, inaugurating the FICCI's 16th Annual Healthcare Conference FICCI HEAL 2022 in New Delhi today. Mr. Dhankar said healthcare is one of the most important pillars of nation building, not just for its contribution to the economy, but also for its impact on the productivity, well-being and happiness of citizens. Vice President said health sector will play a crucial role in economic growth as health and economy are interconnected. He said the mega health program Ayushman Bharat has been successful in bridging the gap between rich and poor in terms of accessibility of healthcare services in the country, highlighting the country's progress in reducing the infant mortality rate. Mr. Dhankar said in 1990 the infant mortality per 1,000 births was 88, which has now come down to 1/3 of it.
India has decided to set up a fast-track mechanism in UAE to resolve issues faced by Indian businesses and investors in UAE. Co-chairing the 10th meeting of the India-UAE High-Level Joint Task Force on Investments in Mumbai, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal informed us. Mr. Goyal said India-UAE relations also witnessing unprecedented momentum and large number of opportunities for cooperation exist in key sectors like infrastructure and technology. Both countries also decided to explore establishment of efficient and integrated single-window solutions and virtual trade corridors to reduce time and cost in trade. Sheikh Hamad bin Zayed Al Nahyan, member of the Executive Council of the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, said several significant milestones have been reached to enhance the relationship between the two countries. A joint task force was established in 2013 to promote trade, investment and economic ties between the UAE and India. This was the first meeting of the joint task force since the signing of the India-UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) in February. The CEPA is a major trade agreement set to transform bilateral economic trade and investment ties and propel economic growth. Both these historic landmarks provide a clear roadmap for continued strengthening of the comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries at an accelerated pace. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has left for the US to attend the annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the World Bank. During her 6-day visit to the US beginning today, Mrs. Sitharaman will attend the G20 finance ministers and the central bank governor meetings. She will also take part in bilateral meetings with several countries, including Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Bhutan, New Zealand, Egypt, Germany, Mauritius, UAE, Iran, and the Netherlands. The meetings with the leading business leaders and investors are aimed at highlighting India's policy priorities and deliberating on measures to facilitate foreign investment.
Union Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has said that 25 lakh kilograms of waste has been collected across the country since the launch of Swachh Bharat 2022 campaign. A month-long nationwide campaign, Swachh Bharat 2022, was launched on the 1st of this month from Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. The Department of Youth Affairs has set a target of collecting and disposing of 1 crore kilogram plastic waste through this campaign. In a tweet, Mr. Thakur said Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan and Department of Youth Affairs are geared up to achieve the target across the country by the end of this month. Union Home Minister Amit Shah paid floral tributes to socialist icon Jai Prakash Narayan on his birth anniversary at his ancestral village at Chitabdiara in the Saran district of Bihar. Mr. Shah unveiled a 14-feet-high statue of Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan at the JP Memorial Building at his birthplace, Lala Tola. Speaking on the occasion, the Home Minister highlighted the welfare schemes of the Union government and said the government is fulfilling the dreams of Sampurna Kranti launched by Jai Prakash Narayan. Mr. Shah added that JP devoted his entire life to the nation and society. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, Union Minister Nityanand Rai and several leaders were present on the occasion.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the UN World Geospatial International Congress, stresses upon the need for an institutional approach by the international community to help each other during a crisis. Healthcare facilities worth 1,275 crore rupees to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi in Ahmedabad today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Sri Mahakal Lok Temple Complex at Mahakaleshwar Temple in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh this evening. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar lauds the country's healthcare system as the most affordable in the world. India to set up fast-track mechanism to resolve issues faced by Indian investors in UAE. Last rites of Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav to be performed at Saifai in Uttar Pradesh this afternoon. Senior political leaders to attend. IMD issues a yellow alert for Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and East Uttar Pradesh for the next 2 to 3 days. FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 kicks off in Bhubaneswar this evening. India to play against USA in the inaugural match. And in cricket, India win the toss and choose to field against South Africa in the third ODI in Delhi. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
मैं भारत हूँ, देखिए मेरी ओर, पहचानिए मुझे.
We're one of the most mega diverse countries on this planet.
हमारी शादियाँ, हमारे फैशन स्टेटमेंट, सारे इंस्पायर्ड हैं हमारे सिनेमा से.
75 साल का नौजवान भारत.
What we are really going to see India become is a powerhouse.
India 2.0.
The Journey of India 14 अक्टूबर से प्रत्येक शुक्रवार शाम 7 बजे हिंदी में और रात 10 बजे अंग्रेजी में DD नेशनल पर.
जब जुड़े लोग से लोग वोट से वोट बने तब लोकतंत्र का सिस्टम. जब जुड़े लोग से लोग वोट से वोट बने तब लोकतंत्र का सिस्टम. मतदाता जुड़ते जाए बने तब ऐसा नया कनेक्शन, मतदाता जुड़ते जाए बने तब ऐसा नया कनेक्शन, मतदाता जंक्शन हैशटैग मतदाता जंक्शन, मतदाता जंक्शन हैशटैग मतदाता जंक्शन.
Welcome back to the midday news. The Intermeteorological Department IMD has issued a yellow alert and forecast isolated and heavy rainfall for Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and East Uttar Pradesh for the next 2 to 3 days. Talking to AIR News, senior scientist at the IMD R.K. Jenamani said there will be withdrawal of southwest monsoon from West Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and most parts of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand later in the week. For the national capital Delhi, Mr. Jenamani forecast very light rain or drizzle for today and would reduce further from tomorrow.
Now mainly the activity occurred last 24 hours over Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Delhi also reported only light to moderate rainfall, and for further forecast and warning, we have no warning over Delhi. Only very light rain or drizzle may occur today, and tomorrow it will further reduce. And the same is the case for Haryana and East Rajasthan. However, there is a just isolated heavy rainfall warning, that is yellow color, for Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and also East Uttar Pradesh.
Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav will be cremated with full honours in Sefai, his native village in Etawah district of Uttar Pradesh today around 3 p.m. He died yesterday morning in a private hospital in Gurugram after a prolonged illness. The mortal remains of the late Samajwadi patriarch were taken to his native village Sefai, where supporters and other dignitaries paid their tributes. Many prominent leaders, including Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, are expected to attend the funeral. The state government has announced 3 days mourning on the death of the former chief minister.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today bowed to Sri Guru Ram Das on the auspicious occasion of his Prakash Parv. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he has made an indelible contribution to Sikh history and culture with an emphasis on service and compassion. Prime Minister said he was also an outstanding poet and his works reflected a pure spirit of devotion. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has wished actor Amitabh Bachchan on his 80th birthday. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he is one of India's most remarkable film personalities who has enthralled and entertained audiences across generations.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan on his birth anniversary today. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said his contribution to India is unparalleled. He said Jai Prakash Narayan inspired lakhs of people to devote themselves to nation building. The Prime Minister said he will always be remembered as a torchbearer of democratic ideals. The Prime Minister today remembered Bharat Ratna Nanaji Deshmukh on his birth anniversary. Mr. Modi said his rich understanding of rural India and agriculture is reflected in his works. He said Nanaji Deshmukh was also an outstanding thinker.
Over the past 75 years since independence, India's largest public service broadcaster, All India Radio, has been the proverbial storyteller for crores of people across the country. All India Radio is celebrating 75 years of freedom with a series, Azad Bharat Ki Baat, Akashvani ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of great personalities who received the Dada Saheb Phalke Award till the year 2000.
Dada Saheb Phalke Award is the highest award in the field of cinema in our country. It is given in recognition of the outstanding contribution to the growth and development of Indian cinema by the recipient. The first award was given to Hindi film actress Devika Rani in 1969. There have been 52 awardees so far. Actors Prithviraj Kapoor and Vinod Khanna are the only posthumous recipients.
ये बदनसीब बाप से दुनिया शहंशाह कहती अपने रूठे हुए बेटे को मनाने आया है, उससे मोहब्बत मांगने आया है।
बेटे की मोहब्बत बर्बाद करके मोहब्बत चाहती है ना, शहंशाह बाप का भेष बदल कर आया।
शहंशाह रोया नहीं करते शेखू, बाप की आंखों में आंसू है। शेखू, ये गरीब बाप शहंशाह अकबर के उसूलों से मजबूर है
और सलीम अपनी मोहब्बत से।
The recipients of Dada Saheb Phalke Award so far include pioneer of Indian cinema Birendranath Sarkar, composer, singer-actor Pankaj Malik, female superstar of Hindi films Ruby Myers aka Sulochana, Telugu filmmaker and first recipient of Padma Bhushan from film industry B.N. Reddy, one of the founders of Bengali film industry Dhirendranath Ganguly, first lady of Bengali cinema Kanan Devi, noted cinematographer, writer, director and the one who introduced playback singing in India, Nitin Bose, one of the pioneers of film music in India, Rai Chand Boral, were some of the great stalwarts honoured with this recognition. Sohrab Modi, actor and filmmaker, is credited with bringing Shakespearean classics to Indian cinema and noted for his delivery of Urdu dialogue. Hindi actor-director Paidi Jayaraj is known for portrayal of Indian historical characters. One of the greatest composers ever, Naushad, producer director L.V. Prasad, Marathi actress Durga Khote, Bengali director and father of Indian parallel cinema Satyajit Ray, Marathi Hindi filmmaker, producer, actor V. Shantaram, Telugu Tamil producer and the owner of one of the biggest studios in the world, B. Nagi Reddy, Showman of India, actor, director Raj Kapoor, actor Ashok Kumar, Nightingale of India, singer Lata Mangeshkar, Telugu superstar Akineni Nageshwara Rao. Assamese composer and bard of Brahmaputra Bhupen Hazarika, Hindi lyric writer Majru Sultanpuri, tragedy king superstar Dilip Kumar, Kannada superstar Rajkumar, great Tamil actor and Marlon Brando of Indian cinema Shivaji Ganesan, lyricist Kavi Pradeep, producer-director B.R. Chopra, writer-director, producer and pioneer of middle-of-the-road cinema Rishikesh Mukherjee, playback singer Asha Bhosle have also received the Lifetime Achievement Award till the year 2000. In tomorrow's episode, we will bring you the story of the rest of the great personalities who received the Dada Saheb Phalke Award from 2001 onwards.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ can be accessed on at AIR News Alerts on Twitter, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune into All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke saath. The 2-week 53rd capacity building program in the field administration for the civil servants of Bangladesh was inaugurated at the National Center for Good Governance at Mussoorie today. This is the only institute in the country to have trained 1,727 field-level officers of Bangladesh Civil Services. The National Center for Good Governance was set up in 2014 by the Government of India as an apex institution in the country. It focuses on good governance, policy reforms, training and capacity building, and to also work as a think tank. It has taken up capacity building of civil servants of several foreign countries in partnership with MEA. It has imparted training to civil servants of 15 foreign countries.
The United Nations General Assembly voted on Monday to reject Russia's call for the 193-member body to hold a secret ballot later this week on whether to condemn Moscow's move to annex 4 regions in Ukraine. According to media reports, the General Assembly decided by 107 votes in favor that it would hold a public vote, not a secret ballot, on a draft resolution. On the other hand, Ukraine vowed to strengthen its armed forces after Russia launched its biggest aerial assaults on cities since the beginning of the conflict. The Russian aerial assaults forcing thousands to flee to bomb shelters and prompting Kiev to halt electricity exports to Europe. Ukrainian officials said at least 14 people were killed and several were injured. Several regions were left without electricity and water after missiles hit energy infrastructure. India has supplied the 13th batch of medical assistance consisting of essential medicines and surgical items to Afghanistan. All items were handed over to authorities of the Indira Gandhi Children's Hospital in Kabul. Till date, India has supplied almost 45 tons of medical assistance, which included essential life-saving medicines, anti-TB medicines, 500,000 doses of COVID vaccine and surgical items. In addition, India has also supplied 40,000 metric tons of wheat for the Afghan people.
The FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup India 2022 kickstarts from Odisha capital Bhubaneswar today. Union Minister for Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dharmendra Pradhan, Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Youth Affairs and Sports, Anurag Singh Thakur, and Union Minister for Law and Justice, Kiran Rijiju, will grace the inaugural ceremony of this historic event at the iconic Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar.
The gracious presence of as many as 3 union ministers besides the Chief Minister of the state at the inaugural function of the FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup speaks volumes about the importance being attached by the Government of India to this prestigious tournament being hosted by India for the first time. Amid growing football fever in the state, the iconic Kalinga Stadium in capital Bhubaneswar will witness 2 matches today. First between Morocco and Brazil from 4:30 in the afternoon, and between the host India and the United States at 8 p.m. While Navi Mumbai and Goa are the 2 other venues of this FIFA tournament, Kalinga Stadium will have the honor of hosting all the group stage matches featuring India against USA today. Girish Chandradan, AIR News, Bhubaneswar.
At the 36 National Games in Gujarat, services continue to top the medals tally with a total of 115 medals, including 53 gold, 33 silver and 29 bronze medals. However, Haryana was pushed to the 3rd spot by Maharashtra, raining on success of its Malkham team. The reigning Malkham champion Rupali Sunil Gangawane clinched 3 of the 5 gold medals, yesterday taking Maharashtra ahead of Haryana. Maharashtra now stands with overall 126 medals, including 34 gold, 36 silver, 56 bronze medals. Haryana has overall 100 medals with 32 gold, 30 silver and 38 bronze medals. 10-year-old Shauryajit Khare from Gujarat created history by becoming the youngest medalist of the 2022 Games with a bronze in pole Malkham. Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka will lock horns for the men's hockey gold medal in the final at Major Dhyan Chand Hockey Ground in Rajkot at 3:30 this afternoon.
In cricket, India have won the toss and put South Africa to bat in the series decider 3rd ODI in Delhi. The visitors were 13 for the loss of 1 wicket in 4 overs when reports last came in. The match started late due to a wet outfield. Shikhar Dhawan is leading the Indian side. The series is levelled 1-1 with both the teams having won 1 match each, while the visitors won the first match at Lucknow. India levelled the series, winning the 2nd ODI by 7 wickets at Ranchi. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the UN World Geospatial International Congress, stresses upon the need for an institutional approach by the international community to help each other during a crisis. Healthcare facilities worth 1,275 crore rupees to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi in Ahmedabad today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Sri Mahakal Lok Temple Complex at Mahakaleshwar Temple in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh this evening. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar lauds the country's healthcare system as the most affordable in the world. India to set up fast-track mechanism to resolve issues faced by Indian investors in the UAE. Last rites of Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav to be performed at Saifai in Uttar Pradesh this afternoon. Senior political leaders to attend. IMD issues yellow alert for Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and East Uttar Pradesh for the next 2 to 3 days. FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 kicks off in Bhubaneswar this evening. India to play against USA in the inaugural match. And in cricket, India win the toss and choose to field against South Africa in the third ODI in Delhi. And with that, we end the midday news.